But whoever he is, he's going to buy my box supper at the 4th of July picnic. Sullivan Sprecklemeyer blinked in confusion, but Essie had no time to explain. Mother didn't like it when she tarried. Chapter 1. 20 years later. Esther Sprecklemeyer hated the 4th of July. This day, above all others, reminded her that everyone in the world went 2 by 2. Everyone but her. She would have stayed home if she could have gotten away with it, but her father, the judge for the 35th Judicial District, expected his family to attend all social events. Standing in the quiet of her family's kitchen, she determined that this year was going to be different. She had turned 30 last week, and she needed a husband. Now. She straightened the red and white gingham bow wrapped around her basket handle, then checked the contents one more time. Fried chicken, sweet potatoes, hominy, dill carrots, black-eyed pea wheels, deviled eggs, cow tongue, and blackberry tarts. Cooking was of utmost importance to a man in search of a wife. Whoever bought her box supper today at the auction would need to know that with Essie, he'd be well taken care of. Her father entered the kitchen, pulling on his light summer jacket. "What do you have in your basket this year, dear?" She took a deep breath. "I don't want you bidding on it, Papa. Nor the sheriff, either." Papa came up short. "Why not? What's wrong with your father or uncle winning it?" "If the two of you bid, no one else will even try." His gray eyebrows furrowed. "But no one has tried for years, other than that youngster Ewing." Essie cringed. Ewing Wortham was 7 years her junior and used to dog her every step. At the ripe old age of 10, he offered 2 measly pennies for her basket. No one, evidently, had the heart to bid against him, and every year after he proudly bid his 2 cents. She could have cheerfully strangled him. She'd received her height early and her curves late. Between that, her penchant for the outdoors, and her propensity for attracting the admiration of incorrigible little boys, her basket had been passed over more times than not, especially since Ewing had gone away to school. Swallowing, she lifted her chin. "Nevertheless, Papa, I don't want either of you bidding on it." "I don't understand." "If neither of you bid, someone will step up to the task." "Don't be ridiculous," her mother said, entering the kitchen and tucking a loose curl up under her hat. "No one's going to bid on your basket, Essie. Now let's go. We're going to be late." Papa opened the door. Mama stepped through, the taffeta beneath her silk moire skirt rustling. Essie gripped the edge of the table and stayed where she was. "Are you coming?" Papa asked. "Only if you promise not to bid." He stood quiet for a long minute. It wasn't hard to understand why the people of Corsicana elected him term after term. Everything in his bearing exuded confidence and invited trust. His robust physique, his commanding stature, his sharp eyes, his ready smile. "Come along, Sullivan," her mother called. "Whatever are you doing?" He stayed where he was. "I'll have to leave during the auction then, Essie. I would not be able to stand it if Ralph held up your supper and no one bid." "That's not going to happen." He tugged on his ear. "All right, then. Your uncle and I will slip away before your box comes up for auction. If you're sure." "I'm sure." But she wasn't. And between their arrival at the park and the start of the auction, Essie's self-assurance flagged. What if someone older than Papa bid?